It is 11:04 p.m. Central Standard Time, Tuesday, May 12th. And I have put off doing a video mainly because I just think I should look better on them, which defeats the whole purpose of being real. Anyways, I need to put this out here so that someday I'll remember this. This morning was a really weird start. I usually am up and out the door by 5 a.m. to drive, because right now I'm doing driving people around with Lyft to make ends meet until I find a real job. Anyways, and I have this dream in my heart that I'm slowly working on, and so I didn't get up and out the door until 7 this morning, and I was kind of frustrated because I'm like, I have this goal that I try to push myself to meet every day. And so anyways, I got on the road and I ended up out in Sepulpa, and I picked up this lady, beautiful African American woman. She proudly boasted to me that she was 71, and I took her into downtown Tulsa. And those of you who know me and know what this dream, the details of it, I believe that there are no coincidences. I believe that God will put somebody right in my face or in my car or whatever. It's not random. It is divine appointment when it happens, but it often feels random. That somebody will just be there and speak word into your heart and your spirit, and they don't even realize. And this lady was talking about young people she works with, young, 18-year-old kids really, who age out, who have neurodivergent issues and other problems, or if you want to call it problems, disabilities, abilities, special needs, I don't know, whatever you call it. And we had this conversation all the way from Sepulpa to downtown Tulsa. And I told her that I have this dream, and that it was brought about by my little great-granddaughter, Sophia, who has autism and epilepsy and cerebral palsy and some other things. And she stopped me in the middle of it and said, "Andrea, I don't know if I will ever see you again, so you need to know you don't stop chasing that dream, because God's trying to make you see that you're the one that can make other people understand that those with neurodivergence and other disabilities are actually the gifted ones." And that's what I know about Sophia. And it's not that I love her more than any of my other grandkids or great-grandkids. It's not that. It's just that you can see the spark in her. And she told me, this lady said, in all my years that I've worked with children with neurodivergent problems, or she said, I don't know what you call it, special needs, but they see the world differently, and they see all the world, and they see spirit, and they see all of it. And that's why their gift is so precious, that they see all the sacredness in life that we don't see because we're hung up on everything around us and we don't look for the beauty. And so I'm just listening to this woman, and she has no idea what my dream is, but she just told me to follow it. And so I just was like, I felt like God put an angel in the back seat for me, because I'm still trying to figure the details out and trying to figure out what the next steps are. And then I just had God in the form of a beautiful woman in my back seat tell me, would you just keep moving forward? I gotcha. And I don't think that's because I'm all that special. I don't know why. I just know, once again, I'm reminded this is what I'm supposed to do. And then later in the day, another lady gets in my car. She starts talking about birds and the power and spirituality of birds. Me and her had a conversation all the way to our destination about the birds we have seen. And I told her about the, what was it, yellow-crested something, this gray bird. I posted a picture on Facebook of yesterday that just showed up in my yard. And it has all this symbolic meaning. And she was saying, I'm Native American, and you know Native Americans, we really are into our spirituality with birds. And I'm going, yeah, I know, so am I. So, and I've been seeing everywhere I go, two ravens. They just come up randomly out of nowhere. But they're not random. I know that. So, even though I don't understand all the way I'm supposed to do what I'm supposed to do, I'm trying. And then I stumbled on a video on YouTube that of someone that I like to listen to. And he was talking about, for such a time as this, you are destined. You don't have to have all the details. The kind of like the key that unlocks the door is when you say yes to God, even though it might be a hesitant, scared to death because I don't know all the details. That's me. And so I'm like, okay, do the next thing. And this guy even said, you just have to take the next step, because you're not going to know the next step after that until you take the next step. Quit trying to do all the steps ahead. Hello. That reminded me of my sponsor, Gail, who used to tell me, Andrea, don't get the bulldozer out and bulldoze your own trail, because when you do that, you make a big mess that God has to clean up, and it takes more time. So why don't you just take the next step and ask God to show you each step as you go. So I'm taking the next step today, and the next step, and the next step. In AA, we call that do the next right thing. And I just needed to remind myself that God brings angels in the back seat. If I don't pay attention, he will bring me the message to my face. So, anyways, I'm okay today. I'm going to try to get to sleep so I can get out the door at 5 a.m. in the morning. Love you guys. Bye.